Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Beyond the Gates Season 1, Episode 58, and this episode was pretty decent. It was the better episode out of this week so far. We got one more episode to go for this week, and this week will be done. Now, this week was pretty much slow, but like I said, I like this episode. I really did. So let's get right into it. So this episode starts off with Leslie seeing Mona at the diner, and she's trying to get back cool with Mona, and Mona's not having it. Mona's basically like, "Girl, get out of my face," because Leslie's like, "Oh, everything's died down now," and Mona's basically like, "You betrayed me. I don't trust you. Get out of my face." So Mona leaves Leslie. So then Nicole ends up stopping by the hospital because I guess she's missing the hospital, this and that and the third. And then, she sees Andre there, they chat it up, and then she runs into Ted. So then, while she's about to walk away from Ted, Kat shows up and is like, "I'm glad you both are here because I need to talk to y'all." So then, that's when Kat ends up playing the video or the recording of Leslie saying that Eva was the one who ran Laura off the road. And they're basically like, "We need to lock her up. She's dangerous. We need to stay away from her." And this and that and the third. And Ted's basically like, "I don't think it was Eva, but I definitely do think it was Leslie. Like, she gives me that type of vibe." So then that's when they call Jacob in. Jacob comes in, basically tells them that, Jacob comes in, basically tells them that he is still working on it. He's looking at the security footage and this and that and the third, and not to worry because he's still looking into it. So then Nicole basically tells Kat to stay away from Leslie because she's not, good. And she basically tells Ted that since he got them in this situation, he needs to get them out of the situation, get them away from Leslie. So then Anita is meeting with her friend, her old friend, and they're talking, chatting it up. And then that's when Naomi stops by, and basically, Naomi basically tells them how much of a fan she is, and this and that and the third. And basically, Anita finally spills the beans that since that karaoke performance, a recruiter came up there to try to recruit, try to convince her to go on tour by herself, but she said she's not doing it without the articulates. So then she basically said that she felt blindsided, that she could have told her that, and this and that and the third, and they end up hugging it out, and they end up hugging it, and then she basically tells her that they don't know if the other member is gonna be down with it because she was really, really upset at how things ended between them. So Ashley and Derek. So Derek is at Ashley's house trying to move out, trying to move the rest of his things. But then Jacob comes by and basically, gives Derek more advice, basically telling him to try to work things out with Ashley. And then Ashley's at the hospital talking to Andre, and Andre's basically telling her the same thing. So Derek and Ashley finally meet up for lunch, and they talk about their issues, and they end up kissing and making up. And Andre walks in and sees them kissing, looking a little bit disappointed in the face. So then, Naomi and Jacob are at the hospital, and Naomi asks, Nicole, can she talk to her, client June, and she agrees to talk to her, and she introduced herself to her, and then she tells this fake story about how she got married to this man, and they had a baby, and he left her for the wife, and this and that and the third. But then Nicole realized that she was just telling the story from a TV show. So then, Leslie goes to Eva's hotel room to see her, and Eva's basically trying to tell her to get out, and she still don't mess with her because that was weird for what she did. She only lied because she wanted to protect herself, because if Leslie goes out, they're gonna think Eva has something to do with it too, since they planned this whole thing out to begin with. So then Eva trusts her to leave, and then Leslie ends up leaving the door cracked. So when Eva leaves, Leslie comes back, starts going through her things, stealing, and that's when Ted knocks on the door and Leslie answers it. So that's how this episode ended, and I'll see you guys for episode 59.